I am ROSAURA VANRIEL, your 60p Guide Masters of the Day. You can receive your 60p pills anywhere and anytime. The purpose of the 60p is to create daily transformation through consistent practices in all 6 paths of personal and professional growth. Our motto is that we are a place of strength, peace, power, and wealth. We will begin the transformation with stillness. Stillness is where we develop mindfulness, inner peace, self awareness, emotional regulation, and personal presence.
The stillness area is a quiet inner space where everything slows down, where the mind releases its grip, where the body softens, where your spirit rests. Inside the stillness area, you let go of all mental activity. No doing, no thinking, no planning, no goals of the day, no expectation. It is the feeling of nothingness, not emptiness, but a gentle spaciousness where nothing is required of you. This is a space we will enter together. Find a comfortable position. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath slow down and let your whole body arrive. You may gently close your eyes or keep them open and softly focus on one single point in front of you. Choose what feels right to you. Feel the weight of your body support it. Feel the air around you. Feel yourself entering this moment. Take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Let each inhale open space. Let each exhale release tension. Nothing to control, just breath being breathed. Begin noticing what is present inside you. A sensation, a feeling, a thought, a whisper of emotion. No judgment, no fixing, just noticing. Let your awareness become soft, like warm light spreading through your chest. You are now entering the stillness area. What do you see or feel? Imagine you're walking slowly toward a quiet inner room. A room made of peace. A room made of silence. A room made of presence. With each breath, you step closer. With each exhale, you release something you don't need. You have now arrived at the stillness area. Zero, nada, rehem. The feelings of nothingness. A soft, open space inside you. A space that welcomes you exactly as you are. Here, everything becomes simple. Everything becomes quiet. Everything becomes light. In this stillness area, you release every layer of noise. No nothing, no planning, no organizing, no remembering, no to-do list, just zero, just nada, just rehem, just being. Let yourself sink into the feelings of nothingness. Not emptiness, but a gentle spaciousness, a soft, open feel inside your mind, where nothing is required of you. Feel how light it is to hold nothing, to carry nothing, to chase nothing. Feel how peaceful it is to let your thoughts dissolve like mist in warm air. Feel how freeing it is to let your mind rest without directions, without effort, without agenda. In this stillness area, you're not trying to be calm, you simply are calm. You're not trying to be present, you simply are present. You are not trying to be peaceful, you simply are peaceful. Stay here in this gentle nothingness, in this quiet space, in this soft open stillness that belongs only to you. Begin to feel your body again. Feel your feet. Feel your hands. Feel your breath. Notice how stillness has settled inside you. Notice how your presence feels stronger. Notice how your mind feels clearer. Gently return. We will return slowly by counting backward together. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and gently open your eyes when you're ready. Carry this stillness with you into the rest of your day. Let it guide your choices, your energy, your presence. Now tell me, what did you release in one word?
Okay, so stillness is where you're just able to release any feelings that doesn't allow us to scale. So, in one word, what did you release? I release frustration. Victor, what did you release?
Stress.
Stress. That's something that, in these days, then we all are living into stressful situations. Oh, Dr. Pina, what did you release?
Tiredness.
Iris. Marta, Martita,
Mm. The procrastination
procrastination. Good.
has to be right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful stillness.
Good, Lawrence. Thank you, Martha. Lawrence, what did you release?
Pain.
Great. Gregory, what did you release?
Stress.
Stress. Stress. There are two of us that are releasing stress, and that's very important because it's allow us to move through the day with much more comfort, more relaxed, feeling much happiness. Now let
That's
us
not a
come.
good way to be connected to me today, Greg.
Well, it shows that you're doing great things, both of you. You're doing great things, and because you're both connected to stress. And stress comes from doing great work, and dealing with many type of people.
Well,
So,
we appreciate you, Sister Rosaura, because we weren't in the same build. I didn't hear his message, and I came in late, and I apologize for that. But I came in anyway because in our six transformation path, you come in as you are, and you come in anyway, And for me to connect with my brother, didn't even know what he said. Just means that there's authenticity to what we're both feeling and the connection that exists in this community. Thank you, sister.
I agree, Gregory. There is a connection, there is authenticity, and we all are feeling the same way. Because we all are taking the same 60p pills. We all are taking the same medicine, the same introduction at the same time, same day. So we all have the same feelings. Now let us continue our transformation process with the scaling dreamers path. So, what is the scaling dreamers path? We all have dreams. We all have dreams, desires. We all have kids. We want to see the kids do better. We all have homes. We want to see our homes happy, the family. So, we all have dreams. So, in the scaling dreamers part, we transform all of those dreams into measurable goals. And to do that, we need to have a vision. We need to plan. We need to have a system in place and accountability. Accountability is very important because if we are not whole responsible for certain things, then we don't do it. Whatever no one is watching, no one do it. And most important of all, we have teamwork. Notice scaling dreamers path connects to a global vision. The 6TP for the world structure across four powerful tiers of transformation. Four ways that we can assess the scaling dreamers path. Four ways that we can dream and acquire success. So we're going to go over those paths so everybody can know how they could reach the scaling dreams, or they could become successful in their dreams. So the first one that we have is foundation. Foundation start right here. Is where discipline begins. It's build the discipline, identity, and daily transformation. Let us see what it includes for $99. It includes the daily 5 a.m. stillness and wellness sessions. It includes the 6 transformative paths, the 6TP. It includes weekly Money Monday. And that's one of my favorite ones because we could make any amount of money. And if we don't know how to manage it, then it doesn't work. It comes in like we didn't make anything. It includes the school community access. And it also includes an accountability system. Again, whatever we don't measure, whatever we're not accountable for, it doesn't get done. We got to be like watchers, watching and see what is getting done. Okay, so Victor, you want to read the next one, the tier two?
Sorry. Uh, it would help if you made it a little bigger for me, but I know this like the back of my hand because I do it every day. Ascend is the next level above the foundation. This is where you start put your foundational steps into action. And for 199, you'll enhance your experience with more enhanced tools for accountability. There will be weekly sessions, and and this includes our hot seat sessions, which are the primary ways that we help people be accountable by making sure that we check in with you to see if you're doing what you're supposed to. And of course, there's coaching and debriefing, and we don't just put you on the hot seat. If you don't fare well on that seat, we position you for what needs to be better so that the seat is a little warmer next time. So this is where this is where you start to rise to the next level.
Oh, great. Thank you, Victor. So does that mean that what is in the foundation, I also get it for 199?
100%. Everything that you get in the first tier, you get in the second one.
Thank you, Victor. And tier three, so we can know the many paths that we have to scale our dream, to begin the process. So, Gregory, you want to read the alchemy? Tell the readers, the listeners about this path.
Unmute, brother.
In alchemy, we're excited. You get everything in tier one and everything in tier two, and you get direct access to leadership. So in alchemy, for $9.99 a month, transformation goes into depth. You get weekly closed-minded groups, psychoanalytical deep work, life and business design. And we're super excited that change happens in the inner self and the architect of your life transforms. So identity shifts permanently and transformation becomes your standard. Thank you, Sister Rosaura. Kick it back.
Thank you, Gregory. Thank you so much. And the legacy, I'm very curious about this legacy. Dr. Pina, can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, legacy, build your legacy, lead the future. For Allied members who are ready to create massive impact, scale their business, and build lasting legacy. Private one-on-one mentorships, direct personal access to me and to my team, elite guidance, and breakthrough. You also have executive coaching, high-level coaching for entrepreneur, executives, leaders, and ready to scale. B-Hack implementations builds and execute your big, hairy, audacious goal with a proven system, business and brand scaling strategies to grow your brand, team, revenue for the next level, VIP retreats and exclusive events, invite only retreats and events to connect, learn, and grow at the highest level. 60P certified coach certification, become a certified CTP coach and expand your impact and income. Concierge VIP support, priority access, fast track support, and white glove services. You don't join legacy, you build one. I build for visionaries, entrepreneurs, and leaders who are committed to building wealth, impact, and a legacy that outlives them 5,000 to 15,000 a month. So let me make sure that it's 5,000, 15,000 a month before I say a year, but it's 5,000, 15,000 a month. That's the legacy. Rosaura?
Wow. And does that mean that I could bring my entire team
You can bring your entire team to 5 to 10 to 15 people with you.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing opportunity to scale our dreams. Okay. So when you turn your dreams into measurable goals, what does your future self become? I know that one day someone told me what my future self become, and it made me very motivated to continue moving and pushing and moving, looking forward. So when you turn your dreams into measurable goals, that opinion, what does your future self become?
I see myself becoming a healer, global healer, running the world. I see the 60p Stillness Club with $1 million by December, $1 million in school per year. We have really the path. We put together the administrative team, which is you, and I see myself also developing other business, giving more generosity. I see my 10 books published this year, and also I see myself as a bestseller as I move forward with a system of clinical importance to follow through the work of Sigmund Freud and John Lacan. I see myself in Tokyo, in London, Chicago, and Boston, running those amazing places. Sydney, with an entourage and a group of clinicians and professionals behind me. I see my wealth, my peace, my power grow tremendously, and I can see the future. And that's my future self. Where if I follow the impossible goal that I established with 1 year contracts, and it's not gonna be in 10 years. It's gonna be in 15 years. It's gonna be in less than 1, 2, 3 years. That's the goal.
And it's very inspiring, very motivating when you visualize your future self. What about you, Lawrence?
Morning. I'm going to be
Morning.
I'm going to be leading cold plunge cohorts, and with the goal of $100,000 by the end of this year, and working on my AI for IT book. So that's going to be going along, moving forward through working through that and getting progress with that. Having drafted that by the end of this year.
Yeah, thank you, Lawrence. And you have the right ingredients here. You have accountability, you have a collaboration, you have a vision. So your future self is not too far away. That future is pretty close. What about you, Victor?
Um, I see myself focusing on three areas, and the first is on sharing my gifts and talents and wealth and time with the world, in order to achieve meaningful and impactful things that impact many. I want to be someone who helps people be better physically, mentally, and spiritually, and I want all my ventures to to work towards achieving one or all of those goals in everything that I do, be it through my books, be it through my podcasts, be it through my new podcast audio workbook that is going to be published by the end of this month, and um, and just I just want to grace others the way God has graced me, and I want to be an incredible community builder. Community is not just the one place that you win; it's everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, everywhere that there's people, there's a community, and I want to grow those communities, and I want to implant myself as a driver of those communities, all with a key focus on scaling, because scaling is the way I plan to multiply that impact.
Good. Thank you, Victor. And you have four different, not one, not two, not three, but four different ways, four different tiers, four different routes that you can accomplish that goal. that you can become your future self, along with the accountability, the collaboration, and your vision. Thank you, Victor. Thank you so much. Now, we are going to go to the creator's path. We're going to continue taking our 60p pills and continue growing, continue developing our identity. The creator paths is when we are called to express and leave something original in the world for future creativity and purpose. God gave us many talents. This gift appears in Corinthians 1, in Romans 12, and Ephesians 4. Many talents. We have the talents of wisdom. We were born with those talents to create. We have the talents of knowledge, of faith, of healing, of miracles, prophecy. We have many talents. There are innate talents. But today in the creator path, we're going to talk about the talents of teaching, a gift that we can give to the world. We can create many things then with our gift of teaching. We can create a course. We can make a curriculum, a workshop, or a children program. How does that creation begin? We all are creators. We all have it innate. We were born with those skills. So how does that using the teaching skill, that innate quality that we have to create? We think about something that could be better. We get curious, what if I did it a different way? Or when we want to solve a problem. All of those roles lead us to creation. Okay. When I was thinking about creation last night, I talked about grandmothers. Grandmothers have some favorite recipes that they make. I'm sure many of us could come up with a recipe. I'm sure you could come up with a special recipe that your grandmothers used to make. A vegetables, fruits, everything. So why not compile all of those recipes that grandma used to make and make a vegetarian cookbook? That is an excellent way to keep the family legacy and at the same time serve humanity. We have many people sort of vegetarian and they find it difficult to eat dessert because they doesn't know what to eat, what has butter, what has milk, what doesn't. So creating a grandma's vegetarian cookbook is a great creation and that will serve good to humanity. And what we are doing, we're using our innate value of teaching. Something else that we could create with teaching. And when I look at the internet and I look at Google, there are a lot of study success guide. If you took a test and you passed the test, you want to share the skills, the talents, the tips, so other people could pass it as well. If you did something, you were able to handle a challenging conversation, well, you want to teach others how to do it. So you're contributing to humanity, you're teaching, you're creating. And another one that I thought about that we could do right now, and is very important, is the first day of college guide. When our high schoolers are going to begin college, they encounter many difficulties. They don't know what to expect. They don't know how to prepare themselves. They don't walk with confidence. We could prepare a guide. You could prepare a guide to show them that. The same way there are guides for the first day of kindergarten. Those little babies become so anxious, so nervous because no, there's no more nap time. There is a specific lunch time. So we could create a guide to prepare them for those moments. So we have that talent, that teaching skills that we are. We all are teachers. That says the parents are the first teachers for all children. So we could use that innate talent to create something. So, Marta, tell me, what can you create today with your teaching gift? Tell me, what can you create?
Yes, I thank you, Rosaura, and good morning. And I continue my constantly become better and innovation in the path, innovate, create, and I feel open to continue to develop my talent. I created my good, my goodness, my good things. The I use my talent. I know the talent that I have. Yeah, I created about my talent. Um, continue for better human being, for be a model for for better human being, and don't stop. I know that I have a lot to share for another people come also better inspiration for that. I created my the inspiration for another people.
Thank you, Martha. So, what about you, Gregory?
I am
Unmute.
excited that this path gives us an opportunity for us to think about what's possible, and what's possible is more than what we believe in today. So thank you, Sister Rosario, for stretching our vision, stretching our possibility, and stretching our what's impossible. Because what we believe in this club is that we have to stretch for the impossible. So I believe that greatness, opportunity, and expectation is increased just by this conversation that I have with you, Sister Rosario. And I'm stretching myself, as difficult as it is, as reality as it is, but I'm stretching myself to believe that greatness is expected. Sister Rosario, kick it back.
Thank you so much, Gregory. And what is more excited is to know that we all have the ability to do it. You have the ability to do it because those were innate skills, innate talents that we were born with those talents. So before we go to the sport passionist path, I want to do the authorship path. Why? Because I feel that is very connected to the creator path. Is very created connected to it. The authorship path is when we write something. Everybody that has a story, they could write a book. They could write something about mentorship, how they share the knowledge, something about teaching, documenting their wisdom. Maya Angelou said this quote, and I found it very interesting. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you, something that you know and you can't share, and you didn't share. And how you could share it is writing, creating something in writing. That's why I find that these two paths are very much close together. Something simple that we could do, something very simple. And all we need is a writing utensil and a notebook. And we could do a daily journal or diary. They're pretty much close together in meaning. The diary is a personal daily writing, and the journal is a little bit more extended. We're talking about how we can become authors because we all have those innate skills. There is one diary that I grew up reading, and it was the diary of the young girl, then her history with the Nazis. And how she did that, how she wrote that book, that diary, and just writing a little bit every day. Every day she wrote a little bit about her experiences. Eventually, she divided it in teams and she compiled it into a nice little set, give it a title, and give it a name. You will only have to write your diary because we help you with the rest. Here at the 6TP Club, we help you with the rest, organizing it, putting it into a sequential order, giving it a title. Here I wrote two samples of what entails a journal or a diary. Okay, so on 6/30/2026, I wrote, today I participated in my 6TP Stillness and Wellness Club activities. I decided to take an early walk since it was going to be hot later in the day. Instead of walking around my home, I chose to go to the running and walking track that I have close by. I wanted to see other people exercising, playing ball, and dancing, but I did not appreciate seeing so many dog lovers walking with their dogs without a leash and not cleaning up after themselves. As you can see, that's a simple journal entry of an experience that I had. Yesterday, I did another entry. After my usual morning routine, I decided to stop at Starbucks for a coffee, just something to do before exercising. I am glad I did. Sometimes it's better to step out of the house than stay inside because family and friends start thinking you have nothing else to do except handle things for them. My friend Paul wanted to drop off her two children and her dog because she was going out. Someone else wanted a ride to the airport, and my cousin wanted to come over so I could clean and cook some fish because she likes how I make it. Some days are more difficult than others. And those were my two journal entries. Those journal entries, you write them every day in the morning before you go to bed. Just get a notebook, you write a journal, you write something that happened, something that captured your interest. And before you know, you have a whole notebook full of journal entries. Those journal entries can become a book, just like Anne Frank's diary. It could become a book. And to create a book, that's why we are here for. We can help you, we can show you how this is done. All you have to do is compile the information and we guide you from there. So, everybody that has a story has a book. Topics are all over. So, start creating your book, start your authorship path, and set yourself a goal and begin your book. Let us see. Dr. Pina, tell us about your authorship path. How
Yeah,
many books do you have?
I have now on my own 6 books that I published on Meta Poetry, and the last couple of years accelerated with the authorship path by writing every day. I have now 15 books published by the winners of the Meta Poetry. We did also books for specific authors and also memories of the Congress. So I have always an idea to put it into actions and to publish them. All are on Amazon. You can go and type Jorge Pina. You will find all the books that I have published. We have the now, thank you to the authorship path, um, an entire possibility to write this year 10 books. Already published two at the beginning of the year. The books of Quevedo from Peru and Berlin, and Chevarri from Costa Rica. So I have already two. I already contracted my publishers for two more books for Daniel and from Spain, and Leticia from Mexico. So I have four, and then the six are on the making, putting things together, having the contract. Usually, I write the introductions of those books, and also it's been published by the Institute of Meta Poetry, and all because of the authorship pass. Because now I know I have to write, and then because I read also every day. Reading allow you to the thinker path take you to the authorship path take you to the creator path, and the creator path go back to the authorship path and to the thinker path. The three of them are connected. It's very, very excellent what you did. The creator path is connected to the thinker, and the authorship path at the same time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pina. So, as you see, Dr. Pina has many books, and so can you. There are many ideas. If you have a story, remember, you have a book. Anything that happened, you could just put it in writing. But you could start with just getting a notebook and a writing utensil. Write every day, 4 or 5 lines. Don't worry about the spelling. Don't worry about the organization. Just write. You do the writing, you do the thinking, and we put it all together for you here as the 6TP Stillness and Wellness Club. You do the writing, we take care of the rest. Um, Gregory, tell us about your authorship path. What are you doing in that area?
I'm excited because you stimulated a lot of enthusiasm in my development. And I have a book coming out, and I have a book title and a book focus. And I believe that greatness is about to come around. So, as I would say to you, sister, we have a book around servantship, which is helping people to understand how to give and to give back. That's about to come out in 2026, 2027. And I'm excited to say to you that you've been a stimulus, and this organization has been a stimulus to making that happen. So I'm excited. Can't wait to let you know more details. More details is to come. We're excited. And sister, as my sister from another mother, we could be excited together if nobody else is excited, but we could be excited when others appreciate what what the best is yet to come. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, Gregory. I'm excited because years ago somebody says to me, did you write a book? I was in a meeting and everyone there wrote a book. And I says, no, I don't write books. And now I started to write books based on my own experience. As I says, if you have a story, you have a book. And I believe in health. I believe that we are what we eat. And that's what my book is about. From the tombs, from the death to the resurrection. What took me there and what took me out of it. And that book is going to be ready pretty soon in 2027. Um, and this is all due to the 60P Wellness and Club. Let me see. I like this self perseverance book from Victor Catano. Tell us a little bit about that book, Victor.
Yeah, thank you. I'm equally excited, and during the creator path, I was thinking about Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, and I was thinking about the concept of auto suggestion, where we were reminded that if we take every
Unmute.
I taught a whole lesson in mute. Um, Thank you for the opportunity. I'm equally excited just the way Greg is. During the creator path, I was thinking about Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, that we read, early on in our days. And I was remembering the concept of auto suggestion, which means that if you take your thoughts off of autopilot and and you take every single thought captive, you can actually control your emotions. And, and I was just thinking about how while reading that book, I had a couple of sessions with Dr. Pina in which I was telling him, "Oh my goodness, I'm feeling like I have this glow." Do you remember that, Dr. Pina?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have this glow, and for like a week, I felt like I was just always glowing. Like there was like this like strong presence to God, and I felt like I was always controlling my mood. And then I don't know where it went. It just kind of like disappeared, and I've kind of been thinking about how writing and authorship can help me gain that back. And one of the ways that I want to do that is through this book, The Tales of Sir Persevere, where I want to be able to help people be better mentally, physically, and spiritually. And through my experiences, I want to be able to make people take captive of those thoughts, take captive of their experiences, and convert them into something incredible and positive. Because, the Lord, it's promised in the word that God can turn all things over for your good. He can make all things great for you, right? And you don't have to be defined by your past. You don't have to be defined by what happened. That could be a part of the story. We don't pretend it didn't happen, but you know, we need to be able to convert that into some sort of fuel that drives some sort of greater purpose. And my book is going to help do exactly that.
I can't wait to read all of these books. Them, I think I'm going to be very busy, very, very, very busy. And with this thinker path, I'll be busy. You guys are writing and I am reading. Very good. Lawrence, I don't want to go to the sport passionist path before you tell us a little bit about your book.
Sure. My book is going to involve using AI for your IT department. So, how to take the things that I've learned, such as building websites and stuff like that, using AI, as I've done for our group, how people can automate aspects of the IT area, such as improving machines being updated, ticket resolution, all these different aspects. Um, so how it can be used to make your IT department run more efficiently.
Thank you, Lawrence. And I think that is going to be very extremely important because you know, AI, computer skills, all of those are things that are running the world right now. So again, as I said, my thinker path is going to be very busy reading all of these books and getting knowledge. Now we're going to go to the sport passionist path. Let me tell you something about this path. Everything that it says here, so that is a physical fitness, is discipline, is endurance, health, and vitality, it is true. And why I can tell you this true? Because then I started walking consistently for the past 2 weeks, I must say. And guess what? I feel stronger. I'm not that tired. I am not that sleepy at night, like anywhere I sit, I fell asleep. I feel very much energetic. And I don't walk a lot, 30 minutes. So for the sport passion is bad, I want to remind you about the need that everything that you do, even if you don't go to a gym, you don't need a gym, you don't go take a walk, you could do exercise. Remember, walk a little bit, walk up the stairs instead of taking the elevator. There are many other things, exercise under your desk. Meanwhile, you are working your computers on the top, you're exercising. There are many things in that you could do without engaging in exercise itself. Here, we are going to do the run, walk, run method from Jeff Galloway. But before you do that, you always have to do some stretching, some warm up. So you do that warm up before you begin running, and you do that warm up after. Remember to drink your water. And It's also advisable to take your blood pressure monitor to see at what stage you were before you begin your pressure and what it is after. Also, remember we spoke about accountability? Okay, so you can download the Strava app, and there you can begin to highlight where you run, the time that you run, the miles that you did, where did you walk, the miles that you walk. And it's just all about accountability that you did it. And guess what? Because of that accountability, I began to do it every day. I began since the past few weeks to do it every day. And I am telling you, the endurance is true, the health and vitality is true, the discipline. Because when I don't do it, I says, no, I have to go there, even for 15 minutes, but I have to do it. So we got to begin our sport passionate. Remember, you could do some stretch to warm up at first, and then you could begin walking, running, doing your exercise. And we do exercise anywhere and anytime. So if you don't finish now, you finish later on, but you must do every day. Dr. Pina already ran outside to do is run, walk, run. So let us all begin in doing something. Martha, I know that you always doing your walking in your highland, you say, I'm moving my hands. So yesterday when I was walking, I was remembering Martha that she says, I'm moving my hands, I'm moving my hands. I'm walking is pat, but I'm moving my hands. That means the whole upper and lower body is being moving. So let us do something. Let us move up. I have feel of vitality since exercising, walking. Doesn't matter how slow I do it sometimes. I
Remember
do
you
it
tracking.
every
Remember you
day.
tracking. Track, Strava, tracking. Go ahead, Rosario.
Yes, Strava, yes. And I put the link there for those that need it, that for you that need it. Take the link and do your tracking. Victor, where are you?
I am in the now famous Catano Island. I'm running around the island of my kitchens.
Good. Remember, like the 6TP, we can do exercise anytime and anywhere. In your bedroom, in your office, walk around, jump around. You can do it anytime and anywhere. It doesn't have to be in a gym. Thank you. So we know that Dr. Pina is running around few blocks from his home. What about you, Lawrence?
I'm in my living room where I usually am because it is too hot already outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
you got that right. You got that right. Now, how are your feelings, Lawrence?
I'm doing okay. I got a bit of a thing going on. I went to the doctor yesterday, got some medicine, so I'm working on getting better. So we're getting there.
Good. With the exercise, you're going to be feeling much better.
You got it.
Much better. Gregory, tell us about it. What are you doing for exercise? Unmute. Unmute, Gregory.
I am walking in place, and I'm excited about the steps that I'm taking in my place for today. I will continue that with walking a mile around the high school around my neighborhood. But the beginning is always how you start your day. So starting with walking in place in my living room equates to walking 2 miles, 4 miles in my high school graduate high school vicinity. Thank you, sister.
Good, good, good. Exercise develop endurance and vitality. You feel full of energy. Good. My Martha. What about you, Martha?
I am in the step, the escalator. In my building, I go from my 11th floor to the 14th, and from the 14th, I go to the first floor. I walking uh, because the escalator is very good also. And today I will make my Strava. Um, I do it. I am the 5th floor, and then I'm coming up to my 11th floor. And this is maybe may um, make me move. I thank you, Sakura, for you enthusiastic in the most intelligent way. You are great, and thank you. I
Good.
am
Thank
in
you,
third
Martha.
floor now.
And so are you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Martha. Don't forget to drink your water and activate your Strava accountability.
Yeah.
Lawrence, we did Lawrence already that he's feeling very good. So does Dr. Pina.
Mhm.
So sister, I got a coming soon to a theater near you moment. You ready?
Yes.
Hopefully we can start doing some of the exercise in there. Can you see?
Yes, I could see. Wow.
Maybe we could do a little swimming. Maybe I could start practicing my cold plunges there.
I'm telling you, yes. Yesterday I was thinking about swimming. I says, I don't want to walk around the park and see all of those dogs all the time. I said, you know what? I need to join some swimming club and do some swimming.
You know, for some reason, no matter how hot the weather is, this pool is frigid and frozen. So, you know, I'm gonna have Lawrence teach me how to endure that.
Good. Remember, there are different type of exercise, bicycling, swimming.
Yeah. And YMCA have a great class for swimming. And if you have it in your area, or look in YMCA for swimming. Me too. I go to be better at swimming. I am sweating. I am here, look, in the step.
Yes, I
You
always
go,
remember you,
girl. You
Martha.
go, girl.
I swear. Because when you love yourself, you have to do hard things.
Okay. Thank you, Martha. You could
Thank you.
start, make sure and activate your Strava. Drink your water. And if you have pressure problem, you could always consider taking your blood pressure. Make sure you're healthy. We are exercising, but with health. Okay, so you could start calming down, cooling down.
And through the path of sport passionate, I'm running, I'm walking here by myself in the middle of the street, all the car, all the neighbor quiet, only me and my birds enjoying this moment. It's really fresh outside, and also the auto chipas took me to on Sunday have a long run. Saturday we have a race because now I'm active. I'm doing it. I'm going out, so I am
getting the passions about running back again, and I wanna fulfill my contract. The global running. I see myself in London, Tokyo, Chicago, Boston, Sydney. I see myself there completing the major, the global races of the world. I see myself there, so I need to start just with 5, 10 minutes of running, walking, running. God always die. We have to do it as
Yeah.
one of your paths. You have to do it. The authorship path, the passion is past. It's one of the sport passion is one of the most important because you stand up and then you track and you're gonna see the result. That's what it is. Wherever you are, stand up, be here, do your passionate path, get your sport, and do it right now.
And do it. Do it. You got to develop endurance and vitality. No more falling asleep and
Hi,
and
good
and and you
morning.
suffer.
Ooh,
Full of
yeah,
energy.
she did it. Ooh,
Good. How are you feeling,
my
Marta?
water,
Drink some
my
water.
water. Yes, yes, really. Thank you.
Good, good, good. Victor, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic.
I am feeling full of energy with vitality. That's how I'm feeling.
I'm passing by the dad in front of the house of the dad who is with his baby enjoying it. So it's amazing that feeling. I know that feeling. Running, walking through motherhood and fatherhood.
Have you had a chance to see the baby?
No, I haven't had the chance to have the baby. It's for himself. And I know the feeling, you have to protect your babies. First week, 2 weeks, a month, when I want to go, just go show up, you know. So probably it's a Latino kind of, you know. I believe he was one Latino, say, hello, hello, Mayra, what's going on? Where's the baby? Let me see it. So we respect his privacy. Whew, it's good.
Drink some water, Dr. Pina. Water.
We'll do that.
Okay. And now that we are finishing up the 6 TP pills, we're going to go to the Tinker's Path. The Tinker Path is very important. This is where we develop critical thinking by reading, intellectual growth. We develop habits and we become lifelong learners. This is also preparation for the authorship path and for the creative path because the more you read, the more you learn, the more you want somebody to read about your story instead of you reading about other people's story. If something happened, you have a story. Everything is a story. So you want others to read your story instead of you always reading their story. We are lifelong learners. So now we're going to go to the Thinker's Path and we're going to read the last part, one paragraph of The Science of Scaling from Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Blake Erickson.
All right. So let me bring it up to you.
Dr. Pina has multi-talent. He run, he walk, he talks,
Yeah,
and he handle the reading. Multi-talented.
yeah. Let me go and do it. Okay. Let me see where I left it. We were. Uh, let me see if it show me where the. Let me see. Because it's not the same when we. But somehow I move it. I don't know why. Okay, let me go to the. Let me go to the. And we are on set to go big, so think it's impossible. More honest with yourself. Simplify the system. Okay, I think this is it. All right. Let me see.
We had just done truth number 3.
And truth number 3, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, it's giving me the signal that we're close. Right, psychology truth number 1. And thinker 2. Perfect. So mistake avoidance, mistake 3. And then truth committee, truth. And we left it right here. Like if I move, right, perfect. April grapes, right there. Marta, Rosaura.
Okay, so April Graves is a great example of this. April is a high-end photographer and owner of Light Dawn Studios. Before applying the scaling framework, her average large wall art pieces went for approximately $8,000. In early 2024, April wanted to differentiate herself further from the thousands of other photographers in her market. She began exploring different art forms and how she could combine those in a mixed media format with her photography. Oil painting really stood out for her, and she decided to study and develop her skills there. In Q4 of 2024, April joined our training program and learned the scaling framework. Before joining, she had successfully signed 2 oil painting photography commissions. While an exciting achievement, this was a very small percentage of her business at the time. April decided to set the goal of raising her average commission from 8,000 to 10,000, but then quickly realized that this linear goal wasn't strong enough to change her system and process. So she raised the goal of having the average commission of her business be 15,000 before the end of 2024, between 90 days. At the time, this felt impossible to her. The immediate effect of setting this single impossible goal was, in April's own words, I had far more clarity and peace. This byproduct of the goal was that she could no longer do the dozens of different photography forms and sizes she offered at that price point. She could no longer cater, cater to a wide variety of clients. She found she could only sell one concept, her new oil painted photograph. Thus, the new goal forced her to simplify her business model and stop offering her many previous products offerings. And we're going to stop there so that we all have time to do different things. So, what is the main idea? Something that Dr. Hardy has been saying: complex goals do not scale. You got to simplify. You got to put your focus on one thing. So let us see. Gregory, tell me one takeaway that you had from this part of the story. One takeaway. It's little bits. That says good perfume comes in small bottles. That's what we want. One takeaway.
The one takeaway is that you got to dream and you got to stretch your vision and you got to stretch to think of things that are impossible and it's encouraged me to reach for things that I never knew I could do, but today it's in the plan. Appreciate you, sis.
Good. Thank you, Gregory. Dr. Pina, one takeaway.
Yes, it's the complex system doesn't scale, complex goal doesn't scale, and how she was offering everything in photography, all kinds of, because you have to have services, you have to have multiple products, and it's simple as if it's the oil painting and you good at it, and she was selling it to $8,000, then to $10,000, now to $15,000. Now her mind expands. Oh wow, so $15,000, what kind of market, people, service, what traffic, community, investments, what pathway? It's like where we are. I discover, I think, the real pathway, unique and important, that is happening right now is the school system. I went there, I teach myself, I got my team completely, I am administrator. I think that me and Gregory believe that to make it, each one of us will have to be sharing, going to the discovery school, at least 1,000 share for each. That's gonna be the tracking system. If Rosaura, if Victor, me, Gregory, Marta, uh,
The
go
golden boy.
go to the board, and you start working your school, you can work in your you can administer, you posting, talking, getting people involved, see what is need to. You from now to December, you have to show 1,000 minimum, 1,000 interaction. I think that minimum 1,000 interaction. We each one of us can bring the 200, 200,000 or 100,000. The idea is, if you have in you have to have it in your mind that you have to bring $250,000. If I bring $250,000, Gregory bring $250,000, we have a million. Then Marta can, Rosaura can bring $100,000. Victor can bring $100,000, and then uh, Lawrence can be $100,000 by just using your uh, presentation. This one, the next one, you have one every week. You can make it better. You can make it to convert, but you go also and talk about it. You go and dissect and present, and then you go and tell to the audience, to our memberships, this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what I did on Wednesday. I presented the creator pass. I use this, blah blah blah, and you go and share it. So you have to see 1,000 from now. It's a lot of sharing, impact, discovery. You have to also educate yourself from the school, because now you are an administrator, and you have to have the job. I see. Gregory made a wonderful, extraordinary, like April. So now she was clearly, and now she's doing the job, and she's focused on the oil. We have to focus now on school. And Gregory make an amazing, amazing, amazing. The tiers are clear, well defined. Something that you have to do, that the CEO says that you have really to do. It's Sam Oven, I think it's his name. Yeah, yeah, I know his name. I didn't know his name. It's like when you got inside, we have a course already that you can go through the course, and the course will teach you what exactly you have to do, who we are, our history, the executive team, the each of the past, what is expected from you, and an amazing, 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 amazing vice president and secretary I have. I'm very proud of what he did, and he's just using the school, and it's using the scaling system. Okay, and it's gonna show. So in the hot seat, it's not gonna be so hot for Gregory next time. I don't know. If it's gonna be soft or warm or fresh at the end of July. So people, you're warm, yeah, and you've been educated. I think for the million, we have we found one of the unique found that we're going to establish, and one is the school. $99 a month is already established. I am in the 15 days trial,
So I have to have it all completely ready with everything is needed. And really it's amazing. But we're doing the same with April, now that I have far more clarity and peace. Let me tell you not only about the clarity, because all of us are clear, and I see that we're 60p certified coach. We can see that it's the peace. Say, oh wow, $1 million. Oh no, that's giving me peace. You feel it, Gregory? You feel the peace. You feel the peace. We feel the peace. No, my VP, we feel the peace because we can see it. We can see it. We can see it. There is a unique path right now. And let me tell you something else. I told Dr. Reiki, I know you have to be part of it. Come, you company. You allow me to my company to go to the Ascent. We're gonna go 199. And I said, there is something there. And now they are investing money to give you member, to give you member. Where to get member, you have to go and get traffic on different social media. But no, they are doing that. So we have a unique path, and I think April found, and I feel like her, more clarity and peace.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Pina. Thank you. Should we consider that the last words?
You're the boss.
Okay, so remember, thank you. We are capable, we are able, and we have innate values. So let us use them. If you have a story, you have a book. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Blessed day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Be a
Bye.
blessing,
God
sister.
bless you.
Appreciate you,
God,
sister.
thank you. Thank you. Have a great
Okay.
day.